Hello guys, welcome to CodeRug. Hope you are doing great. Once again, welcome to React.js complete series. In today's video, we are going to discuss and learn about how you can implement class component in your React application. That means React provide two different way by which we can able to create our component. One is functional component and another one is class component. Now, most developers prefer and work with functional component over class component. The reason is simplicity, and you have to write less code in case of functional component. But in case of class component, yes, you have to write quite much code or quite many lines of code in order to work same feature that you have to work with functional component. But in today's video, we will see how you can write code or how you can create component using class component feature. Okay, that means if you talk about class component, before React version 16.8, class component was the only way by which we can keep track of state, lifecycle methods in your React component feature. Yes, functional component was there, but there was no concept of hooks. Just like in case of class component, we have something called lifecycle method, and the lifecycle method are useful because if you have to keep track of when your component is getting rendered, when your data needs to be fetched, and this type of scenario, when you have to work with deeply in case of class component, then you have to implement those lifecycle methods. But as you know, after 16.8, React has introduced the concept of hooks, and once they have introduced the concept of hooks, we can able to achieve same scenario, or you can say same functionality which we were doing with lifecycle method in case of class component, we can do with hooks. But I will not say all the lifecycle methods which we see in case of class component are able to replicate in case of functional component. Till now it is not possible, but still most developers prefer and work with functional component. Now I'm going to create one component, and this will be your class component. So normally what we do, we have to write normal component name which we want to create, and after that we will import React from React. Now here comes the part. So for that one, we write class product, and it will extend React dot component. And after that, once you are writing any class, that means a class always contain methods, and the method by which you can able to return view or JSX, it will be your render method, and from that render method we will return some JSX, and it will be like h1. So it will be product class component. So this will be the output that I want to render in my React application, and for that one I will just first I need to import this one first. I thought it will get automatically imported, but no. So I will import. The reason is why I didn't export default. So this will be the same as functional component which we do. Now once I exported this one, now I can be easily able to product from product, and I will just show as a output. Okay, once I did this one, what error I'm getting? Export default React. Okay, yeah. So what we did, we have created functional component, we have created class component, class product extend React dot component. So that means whenever you creating any component. So no matter it is product, it can be your product details, or it can be any component which you are creating. So the starting has to be class component name and extend react.component. So that means we are extending our parent, that means, and the parent is react.component or the component, and from that one we are rendering our JSX. After that, this is normal which we do, and there's one more part. From a class there has to be constructor, and constructor, once we define constructor, because class always contain a constructor, and in that constructor we always have to define super keyword, because we are extending parent component, or we can say because normally what we do in case of class feature, if we have a child class and if we are extending any parent class, then we always have to define super keyword in our constructor. The reason is why, because we want to invoke parent constructor of our parent class, and if we want to invoke the parent constructor of parent class, then we always have to define super keyword. And now you can see output is correct, fine, but if I remove the super one, you can see you have the exception, and the exception says the same thing: you must call super constructor in derived class before accessing this or returning from derived class. That means it is also saying the same thing which we have discussed. That means in order to invoke parent, then you always have to define super keyword. So this is how you can define class component in your React application. There is much more detailed, like how you can implement various lifecycle method in your class component. That one we will see in a separate video. So this is all in this video. Thank you guys. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thank you all.